numbers, 11% revenue growth, 20% jump in their operational performance as well. Meanwhile, just keep an eye out on a couple of stocks. CE Info Systems, also known as MapMyIndia, reported a good set of second quarter numbers. The margins of the company expanded by almost 500 basis points, and the profits too grew 30% year on year. So to discuss these numbers and importantly the outlook going ahead, we do have with us Rohan Verma, who is the CEO and Executive Director at the company. Thanks a lot, Rohan, for joining in. Congratulations on a good set of numbers. The first half, you've done close to around 27% in terms of revenue growth. You had guided for 40% revenue growth in FY24. And you also say that we're very excited about the second half of this year, particularly the fourth quarter. Can you tell us what's going to happen in the fourth quarter, and do you hold on to that 40% guidance?
Sure. Thanks a lot, Mangalam, for having me on your show. Yeah, this quarter was good. We again reached all-time highs on revenue, EBITDA, and PAT. And as you said, EBITDA margin was 44.5%, and PAT also was margin was 33.5%, both growing north of 30%. So overall, good quarter and good wins, whether on automotive or mobility tech, consumer tech, enterprise, on defense, and in auto, the whole spectrum of end case, including shared mobility, commercial vehicles, also kind of going live. So in that sense, we're quite happy with how things are going. And also, we're quite excited by the increased adoption in these different segments across automotive, corporate, even in government, the digital transformation that's happening, of course, our IoT growth, and also the consumer app. The way Mapple's app has been adopted, we've crossed a milestone of 11 million plus lifetime downloads, 10 million and more on Android, and 1 million and more on iOS. So overall, These are the things that are keeping us excited. A lot of funnel of opportunities ahead for us. And as we've said in the Investor Day, in 4 to 5 years, we are gunning for that 1,000 crore plus milestone, and things are looking good on that front.
Okay, two-part question then. For this year, 1,000 crores, or we'll get to that in a bit, because a couple of brokerages, they're a little bit sketchy, Rohan, with regard to that number, but you're sounding confident. So you'll grow 40% this year?
We're working towards that. I mean, I think we're tracking well. I think we're at 180 in the first half of the year. Opportunities look good for the second half, so we're working towards that. And in margin side, we have about 44.5 or 43% margin year to date. So we have a strong cushion on the 40% plus that we've said for the year.
Okay, since you spoke about that, so for the time being, we're taking it is that you believe this 40% growth for FY24 is on the cards. We're not getting it wrong, right?
Yeah, we're working towards this, yes.
Got it. Okay, you're working towards means, I mean, you're not sounding very doubtful, and I've asked you a couple of times. So for the time being, we're taking it as, you're on track. There's a brokerage note that came out from Ambit, and they are saying that this 1,000 crore revenue number that you're talking about by 27-28, they feel that it's in doubt. Why? Because subsidies on EVs, well, they could reduce. And the second factor is that Ola cabs could move to their own app. Do you think that it's in doubt? And also, if you could tell us, Ola as a percentage of your business, how much is it?
It's an extremely small percentage of our revenue, and in any case, they haven't. They continue to use us even now. I think experiments people do here and there, but we'll see actually if somebody is able to build out a solution that's good enough to stand the scrutiny of consumers. As you've seen, Mapple's app, MapMyIndia Maps are being adopted by consumers directly. So why shouldn't OEMs continue to use us? And we're investing in ADAS, we're investing in 3D maps. We have a track record of doing this over a long period of time. So we're quite confident. There's so many opportunities for us as a company on the automotive space. As I said, shared mobility, we've had an OEM, IoT supply, which is to an OEM, commercial vehicles adopting us. On consumer tech, BFSI and fintech companies have so many use cases for us.
Rohan, so Rohan, so Rohan, just to cut the long point short, you believe that 1,000 crore mark by 27-28 is not in doubt. You're going to be getting there.
Yeah, we're quite confident.
Okay, right. And Ola would be what, sub 5% of your revenues?
Much, much less.
Okay, sub 1%, I guess.
not going to get into specific.
All right. No. All right. Fine. Okay. You said there were a lot of other use cases. You have a lot of other businesses, etc. as well. I was listening to your first quarter con call, and out there you did say that you can supply drones to customers who do need drones. Also provide services based on drones, solutions based on drones, meaning that we can fly drones on behalf of customers, acquire data, analyze all of that, and give the rather relevant output as well. Can you tell us how big is this in terms of a revenue opportunity of this 1,000 crores that you get by FY 27-28? How much could drones be as a percentage of your sales?
Yeah, I mean, it's our drone business is getting traction. It's quite interesting. We've been supplying drones to customers for survey and mapping. We ourselves are delivering solutions based on drones in terms of 3D maps and 3D GIS. We're quite well positioned to supply drones, to provide drone services, as well as to integrate drone solutions in an overall, let's call it a digital map twin or digital twin solution, as well as surveillance solutions. So this will form a material part of the 1,000 crores over time. Of course, it won't be a majority of the business or nowhere near, but it will be a third pillar for the company.
But can you define material? Can you define material when you say it will be a material part of the business? Would it be 5%, 10%, 20%? I know you won't get into specifics, but just a broad range.
Yeah, of course, it will be. We are working towards it being more than 5% for sure. I don't want to get into specific numbers because in our investor day, we kind of outlaid across auto, corporate, government, and IoT, what our kind of volume growth will be by customers or count of customers or by devices. And I think that overall factors in drone-based solutions as well.
So more than 5%, but less than you want to give us?
I mean, see, the opportunity in drones is actually quite tremendous.
No, Rohan, we're looking for a number. If you can't give me a number, that's fine. Because we know the potential of the business and you spelled that out as well. But final question, Rohan, good to see that there are so many aspects of your business that you're counting on. Final question, when you get to 1,000 crores odd, what do margins look like?
See, we're a digital products and platforms company, maps and IoT. In that sense, margins should be good. I don't want to get into what the margins could be at that time, because I think we'll have a better picture nearer to that time frame. For now, our focus is...
Would they be closer to your current levels, say between 40-45%, or would there be higher operating leverage and as a result of which you get higher margins, or would they be higher investment and as a result of which you get lower margins?
Yeah, there are many factors which will determine what the margin.
Yeah, we laid all of them out for you.
There's growth investment. See, there'll be milestones beyond the 5 years also that we want to hit. Right? We're not building a company for just 5 years. It'll be 10, 15, 20 years. So, so that's why nearer to that date, you can ask me that question again if you want.
We're looking forward to the next chat with you as well, Rohan. For the time being, we appreciate you joining in. And, the stock prices tell you the kind of interest that you're seeing in your stock, and you've been delivering as well fairly good numbers. So the takeaways are you're gunning for that 40% growth. You expect margins to hold around current levels. Drones will be more than 5%, and Ola is less than 5%.
Yeah, right. Less than 5%. Interesting, his business is taking people from one destination to the other on the map. He's given us the map. He's just not told us the time or the directions or the traffic that there will be in that area. But we know from your destination from what you've told us right now. Thank you, Rohan, for joining in. We'll step into a short break. On the other side, we talk about plywoods and laminates. We have Saurabh Mittal, the MD and CEO at Green Lam Industries, joining in. Stay tuned.